Another lefty pitching. Hey guys, Phil Sherman here from Studio 44. Just recorded another Stadium Extravaganza video, the first one of the second half. I got 19 or so great stadiums for you to take a peek at. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen right now. I have to play my Ricky Davis League games sometime before tomorrow morning, so I was all set up. Figured I might as well play them live, see if anybody pops on. If not, no big deal. Made some deals, kind of downgraded my team. I won like 30 straight games, although I am coming off a loss. So, Mario, if you're watching, I did finally trade Jerome Raines. Kind of regretting it. I feel like I downgraded my team quite a bit, but that's okay. Playing the San Jose Wizards, one of the better teams in the RDL that is not run by Mark or myself. They're the team that beat me. I'm in game 2 of a 3-game set. Unfortunately, it's at the ballpark at the Moonshot Casino, so we're not going to be seeing any stadiums created by you guys. But again, I was all set up, so I figured I'd just stay on live. But how my ace is on the hill.
He's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
After I get this video edited, here's Carlos Padilla. I just traded him.
Carlos Padilla in the box here. Let's that one go for a ball. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
1-1.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, once I get this current extravaganza video edited, I'm going to bust out some highlights. I recorded a bunch more, playing some RDL Legends games, playing some RDL games, playing in some of your stadiums. You'll see some more action there. Chris Morales, you've heard me mention him a lot on this channel. If I do a home run derby, this is one of the guys I go to. Big, power-hitting lefty, batting average guy. Made a lot of changes to the, I guess not a lot of changes. I brought the upper deck in. I noticed I wasn't hitting the upper deck very much with some like 400-foot blasts, so I pulled that in and changed the way that seating section next to the batter's eye hill ran into the upper deck level seating, even though it's more of a second deck instead of an upper deck. Willie Reynolds leading the league in hitting. Beats out. The ground ball to short. Steve Stewart versus lefty. Willie Gomez, though, he's one of the better pitchers. He is their ace. Stewart's trying to shop at the gap, but who's their center fielder? It's not Adam Cullen. Is it Jonathan Lynn? Marksville center fielder? Let's check. Brandon Swanson? Isn't that guy a first baseman? He's not a real high-profile guy. What is happening here? Yeah, see, he's a first baseman. Apparently, he can also play center field. Darren Erstad, anybody remember him? Scotty, what's up, man? I don't know if you caught the beginning. I'm just playing some of my games. Happy Labor Day to you, sir. I'm in the middle of my 4-day weekend before I have one more conference day back at work, and then kids return on Wednesday. Sweet. Is that in Houston, I take it? As much as I hate the trash throws now, I do want to get to that park. It's one of the nicer little parks, with all the perks that it has to it. And launching balls up on those train tracks and stuff is always fun. Oh, it's in Cincinnati. Okay. The thing I remember about that park is when it first opened up, like the visiting team went in there and they interviewed the players about the park, and they're like, great American ballpark, more like just okay American ballpark. But that one can't be too far from me. being in Ohio. Definitely been to Cleveland before. I got Sherman Mosby. He's been tearing it up in the RDL Legends games, making me want to get him in my team. Oh, you're going with an Astros fan. Okay. Are they still leading in the West? I know they started out slow, but they got it going on again. I take it then you're a Reds fan? Oh, Willie knocks it down, but I'm not going to get him. Infield hit. Yudi Barreto, one of the better hitting catchers in the league. Here's Jordan Frazier. We always expected this guy to do great things. We keep boosting his stuff, but he never has any great seasons. Even when he was on my team a couple times, he was never any. Oh no, this is Ruben Mesa. I was thinking this was Jordan Frazier. Ruben Mesa, he's one of those later arrivals in later simmed seasons. Here's Mosby, facing a lefty pitcher. He can kill them lefties. Pitch outside. Well, not too far out of the zone. That'll be fun. It is definitely a goal of mine to go see every ballpark in every city. I'm sure some stadiums will close before I get there. Like I'm guessing Comiskey may close before I get there. Damian Bell gets one in the gap for a double. One out double. Here's Ruben Amaya, big, slim, lefty power hitter. Swing and miss guy, but again, I was going after more power. Jerome Raines had like 3 or 4 home runs all year. Marty Stewart, Steve's little brother, backup catcher, can also play first. Kills lefties. So I'm giving Nelson Miles a day off. Drills one to right, but right there is that Jamar? I'm actually a Cubs fan, but I live in Louisville, Kentucky now. I was from Houston. We went in a Cubs game back in June. I'm so mad. I had tickets to a Cubs Dodger game in the year 2020. So that's still you're going to see the Yankees, White Sox, all 3 games in that park. And then we had tickets as soon as the Yankees left town. The Cubs came back in town to play the Dodgers. And I think Manny Machado was still on the Dodgers at the time. So it would have been a cool game to see. We had seats in the bleachers. And you hear that gets rowdy in Chicago. Pfizer, what's up, man? Just playing my games. I mean, we can mess around a little bit if I'm up to it. What is it, almost 1 o'clock in the morning here? Yeah, it's after 1 o'clock. But, I don't know. Maybe we can, I have anomalies I want to fix in one of my stadiums. If I'm still up to it. I just hopped on because I just recorded the first episode of the second half of the show 24's Life. I wish I had more, I think it was you, Scotty, who did the planners. Did you do the minor league version of the ballpark at the Moonshot Casino? Uh-oh. That's going to be high off the wall. Mosby plays it perfectly, but Adrian Beck's got wheels, so he got into second base easily. This could be 2 losses in a row. This is a tough team. I'm playing their ace. Yeah, I love what you did with the luxury seating down the first base line, separating the way you separated the batters, or not the batters, the luxury suites with those planners. Oh, looked so good. I wish I had enough memory to do that myself. Such a great idea. Pfizer, remind me where you are. You're in Texas, right? It's got to be midnight for you. DJ Jackson. Georgia, that's right. Damn it. You told me that last time. I just recorded your stadium again. What was it, IBM? Scotty, I think I did 2 from you. I did the... I recorded the minor league version of the ballpark at the Moonshot Casino and your Dome Stadium, which looked phenomenal, by the way. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. Dodger Blue, what's up? Happy Labor Day weekend, everybody. I hope y'all have tomorrow off. I know certain jobs certainly don't always allow that. Willie Reynolds with the second hit of the night. Bases loaded, nobody out. For the meat of the order, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, they're loaded up for the big gun. Come on, baby. This would be a great time to hit your first home run on the live stream, Stevie. Bases are full of gamblers. Yep, I got 19 stadiums recorded in the next video. God damn it, Steve. Let's see if we can get one run out of it here. All right. That's certainly not what we wanted. Little blooper in the fucking right field. Come on. Choke artist. I think I have 2 or 3 new creators. I found one in the vault the other day, and I saved it and kept it. It's the first time I've done that in a while. Normally, you know, I'm just showing stadiums that you guys request, but I like this one a lot, so I kept it, recorded it. I hope the guy runs into it who created it. 2-0 Gamblers in the third, getting to Willie Gomez in the third inning. Oh, Sherman, what are you swinging at up there? What the hell? Double play ball. Well, at least I got a couple runs. It's not like I'm hitting off a bum here. This guy's tough. You don't see much fast forwarding when I got Howe in the mound. And Higgins is going to be next. Seems like every time I play a game live, Higgins is pitching. Sit down, Chris. Here's Pedro Tejada. I had him in last season. He's a stud. I think I hit 60 home runs with him before. And he was on my team. Yeah, I know, Dodger Blue. We started with this game way back in 2008, 08, 09. And we had so much trouble hitting early on, and we just kind of kept it just out of being used to it. I'm sure like online competitive don't use guess pitch. It makes it a lot easier. Because if you guess down or away and you don't lock in, then you know it's not down, you know, at least that. He went. Jamar York is 48. He must be playing left. No, he should be in right, I would think. It looked like it was someone else. Let's see. Oh, Tejada's in right. That makes sense. Oh, York's DHing today. Wow. Maybe he's tired. He's probably the better fielder out of all those guys. This Brandon Swanson, I got to fix that. He is not a center freaking fielder. Damian Bell, I got him in the trade when I traded Pia, Bettamy, and Reigns. It did work for the Astros Dodger Blue. I don't have any garbage cans being banged on for me, though. They're never going to live that down, are they? Ruben goes Oppo. Did he get enough of that? Nope. It's going to be a double. There's Jordan Series out there in left. Yeah, Ruben Amaya, he's the only guy who hasn't hit a home run for me yet on the guys that have been traded over. Mosby hit one in Atlantic City, Sandman Dan Stadium that he made. I don't think he made it for the RDL. I think he changed some things for the RDL. But I remember seeing older versions of it. And I think once he heard there was a team in Atlantic City, he said, hey, this stadium would work perfectly. And it does. It's nice. Ugh. I went back to back to back there. Oh, that's right. The Astros played the Dodgers. Did they do it in the World Series? What cheating assholes. And then the Red Sox were accused of it too, right? Didn't, what's-his-face get suspended? Why can't I think of the manager's name of the Red Sox? What a fucking reason. I don't respect him like I respected Tito. Francona was an awesome dude. Awesome coach. Big time respect for that guy. That was a shot.
So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Everything came together perfectly.
And then someone blew him out of the water, right? Someone who used to play for him and then went to the A's, if I'm not mistaken. Got him. Sit down. Don't run on Marty.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's the shortstop, number 12. The pitch.
Unbelievable.
Off the mark there. And it's 1-0.
Help me out. Why can't I think of the Red Sox manager's name? That's pretty much a double for Ray Cleavers. I can see his face. His name's just not coming to me at all. Let's turn that single into a double, shall we? There goes Ray. That's how you steal a bag, mother. Alex Cora. Jeez. Thank you. You can't get Willie Reynolds out. Well, you can if he decides to run the second on a base hit up the middle. Oopsie poopsie. Well, they were wondering when Altuve hit that slider off Chapman. I think it was either the there we go. Finally, he goes oppo for it. Steve Stewart just misses the hit it here portal for his first Studio 44 live home run. Let's see that. An instant replay. Yeah, the one off Chapman. They thought he had like a buzzer because they ripped off his shirt earlier in the year, and he didn't want him to do that again because everyone's like, oh, he's gonna expose the buzzer if they do that.
Fires over to first, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty.
But the Yankee team this year is pathetic. I just watched them lose 2 brutal games to the Cardinals, and the Cardinals were making dumb, boneheaded plays, practically handing the Yankees the game multiple times, and then the fucking Yankee bullpen just blew it. And of course, the fielding didn't help either. There's a couple balls that Soto should have had, and there's a play that Volpe should have turned into a double play, and you just can't win World Series when your team's like that. And that's where I've been spoiled with those 98 teams. Those 98 teams didn't do shit like that. They just went out there and they fucking grinded every single game. This team just looks like they party or something every night, and they come to the ballpark all tired. He literally ran into the clubhouse to change his shirt after walk-off won the pennant. Pfizer, are you a Braves fan? Being from Georgia? I was talking about Alex Cora, as you asked earlier. Sherman Mosby with the walk.
They get the force. That's the inning.
Phillies walked this off earlier. Yeah, see, I thought the Yankees were back because they swept the Phillies in Philadelphia. But, I mean, they couldn't take care of the Nats. They lost 2 out of 3 in Washington. They just lost 2 out of 3 to St. Louis at home. How the hell do they expect to win the freaking World Series? They're just not consistent enough. It's pretty clear that Verdugo is not a New York guy. They finally got Rizzo back, but, I mean, I guess if he's a little better than what they were getting out of Rice and LeMahieu, they're in pretty good shape. Oh, that's cool. Well, here's the thing. Did the Braves offer him enough money? I know they went and got Chapman. Is that his name, Chapman? Aren't there a couple Chapmans? Isn't there a third baseman Chapman and the first baseman Chapman? The one went to the Blue Jays and the other went to the A's, right? Yeah, it's kind of hard to blame a guy, you know, if the Braves didn't want to bring him back. He got a good reception when he came back, right? It's like, I know the Nationals gave Soto a good ovation when he came back because the Nats traded him because they couldn't re-sign him. I don't think this guy's some bats against righties. He's not nearly as effective against lefties.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
2 strikes.
And he swings and lifts it
Smoked it.
deep center field.
Yeah, Brandon Swanson, you're a fucking first baseman, dude. What the fuck are you doing in center field when you got Jordan Frazier and Jamar Yoker on your team?
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
There's got to be a guy on the bench, too, I would think, to play center.
There aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field, so that definitely felt good. And it's fouled away.
Freeman's a lot of fun, too. He's like goofing around a lot and stuff. I like that clip they always show of him knocking the ball out of the guy's hand at second base. And he slid in and got out. And the guy bobbled it on the transfer.
Next offering is downstairs.
And his son was fighting. Does he have cancer?
Swings,
His son?
and that's a strikeout. Stepping in the long ball threat, DJ
Maybe did a big
Jackson.
celebration for him because he
And first offering is fouled
was
off.
doing pretty well.
Man at second. And a foul ball. 0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Anaya, the runner at second with one away. That misses the zone. It's a ball in 2
1 ball,
strikes.
2 strikes.
Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Always having a tough time getting a pitch by him as a hitter. You feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able
Any
to
kind
make
of syndrome
some type
doesn't
of
sound
contact.
fun.
And a ball evens the count.
2 balls, 2
But he's doing well now, right?
Swinging a ground ball to go. That's a base hit. Around
So much for this being a tough game.
He will
5-0
The lead is up.
with one out in the 6th.
Comes through with the RDL. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield. So the lineup flips over. And the batter will be the shortstop. Pitch
1-0.
misses. And that's ball 1. Man at first.
Lee Reynolds is hitting 430. I think we're in mid-June now.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one. And a pitch. On its way to the corner, and that will drop foul. One run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the sixth.
Oh, what are you swinging that way?
Him out. That's the
Here's
second
Willie
out.
Reynolds, 3 for 3.
Now it's the
Can't get
second
this guy
baseman,
out.
Willie Reynolds. Lifted in the
Dunk
air
down,
the
dunk
left
down.
side.
Oh,
No trouble here. Puts it
got
away
it.
for the out.
Meanwhile, on the other side,
Start of the inning. And
Brett
here's the first
Howe
baseman,
is
Chris
cruising.
Morales.
Brett Howe, of course, one of my better pitchers from the bases loaded game. Old school Nintendo. Oh my God, yesterday. Oh! I was watching a bunch of. Oh, he's safe. Chris Morales with a hustle double. I was watching a bunch of old school movies and stuff, and I busted the switch out, and I played the original baseball game on the NES. I ended up losing. I lost it in the. Oh, shit balls. Pedro Tejada says, "Fuck you for trading me." Hits one off the railing out in right center field. Fuck you, Pedro.
High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch.
376 feet.
Awesome job at the plate.
Brett Howe is cruising.
Lays off down low as he digs in for the third
Really
time.
get the big guns warmed up, huh?
Two runs across in the inning. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Botched toe. See, whenever I see that, I think of Sonny. It's always Sonny in Philadelphia. They used their toe knife to clean their toenails.
He is down low.
Gross. Botched toe job. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, it's a great show. It's one of my
That's
favorites.
the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Barreto, the next to
I always
hit,
have
takes
to ask,
ball
is the
one.
fan too loud? Can you hear the fan? Gets hot in my little fort here.
That one ripped.
Yeah.
And that's just
I got an overhead light, the TV, and then I got the green screen kind of, and then you got the computer and the monitors. So it gets hot in here, even with the air conditioning on.
All sliders so far in this
Definitely don't want to hear any.
Shows there was a game plan in mind for how
Into the microphone.
bounce to third.
Ground ball, Damian Bell.
Tosses across the first. Two gone.
He's one of
Two
my top
outs,
5
bases
of all
empty.
time.
Here's the shortstop.
I can't believe how old it is.
Mesa. That's in for a strike.
I mean, I was watching that show before any Avenger movie came out. I mean, some of the MCU movies were out, but I don't think the first Avengers movie was yet.
Swung on, belted. Payne going back. Throws it in and a warning track. And we're back. Ready
Here's
to go
Stewart.
for the last
Went
half.
yard his last
And down
time up.
DH, Steve Stewart. Newhouser back to work.
Oh, and he did it again.
Center field.
Come on, get up above that batter's eye. I never saw it.
Another homer. His second run of the game, and they boost their
First pitch swinging, and he tattoos it
so that you don't get hurt.
over the batter's eye, but not quite into that seating area.
Just a better swing.
Sorry, Nicky Newhouser.
And now the center fielder, Percy Payne, 1 for 3.
He is winning the MVP right now, Pfizer.
Ripped to short.
I don't know if we're talking about Steve Stewart,
And
but
one away in the bottom of the 7th.
let's take a look at that home run again real quick. 417 feet. Yeah! I thought I changed the stance, or a swing. I thought I went to the two-handed swing. See, I changed the seating up here. Oh, I got over the batter's eye, but I want to get one on the hill or into these seats. Nicely done, Steve.
And now the right fielder.
He's still behind in home runs, though. Leroy Tillman, Mark's big first baseman, I think is leading the league. When he texted me that he uploaded today, he told me that Tillman's on fire. And Steve Stewart went on a little drought, but he hit, I think, 2 home runs in the last series, maybe even in the last game itself. And he just hit 2 now, so we'll have to see where he stands. But he's leading in RBI. He's up there in hits. And I think he has a higher batting average than anybody on Mark's team. Yeah, it is getting stale, Dr. Brew. I agree. It's been a long time since they've added anything new like that. But I thought I changed him to a 2-hand swing because I like the 2-hand swings. I like how they look better when it's not a no-doubt home run on the right-handed side. And I just bought one from the community market that I like for 2 hands that I was going to use for him. I'll switch it between games. I got one more to play after this. And then if we're feeling okay, maybe I'll bust out ACOM and you guys can help me fix that anomaly in left field. Even Mosby tracking one down to the wall, or Jordan Frazier. Yeah, if what they said is true, or there's rumors at one point that this is the last game to be available on the PlayStation 4. So if that's the case, maybe they can, you know, make some changes and not have to worry about. But the problem is the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch isn't even as powerful as a 4, is it? Well, creating a custom no doubt animator would be tough, right? Creating any kind of animation, I would think, would be really hard.
And here is Jordan Frazier.
Timing issues can snowball quickly.
I'm up by 5 now. Rich Murray's not going to get a save.
Inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing
Probably
swings.
sit him down, get him up, save the big guns. Now that I'm up 5.
The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, it would be nice to have some kind of new swing animations in general. The home runs, trots, and stuff like that. I don't know. They definitely need to work on the franchise maker. It needs to be its own thing. You guys have heard me blab about that a lot. The fact that you have to create a franchise just to create a team is absurd to me. Plus, Brandon Swanson, isn't he right-handed? What is going on here? Oh. That's only his second home run.
Back to the top of the lineup, Adrian Beck, the next to hit.
Whoops, no.
Willis Haley on the pitch here.
Brett Howe hasn't been able to go deep into games very much lately.
So he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes.
You could bump him 4. You're down 4 runs.
One down, base is empty.
I mean, I get you want to get guys on base and you're fast, but Well, yeah, but the stance, you're just moving something and it wiggles a little bit, but I don't know. It seems like it'd be tough to fully customize a complete animation like a home run swing.
Now the number 2 hitter, Carlos Padilla. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Inside just missed. That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now this is in the air down the line. Flying after this one. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
Logo patches for jersey. Logo editor updates. I agree with that. Be nice to have some new templates. Third alternate uniform option, definitely. See, I have a better fix than that. I mean, as much as that would be a great fix, you should have an alternate home and an alternate away option, first of all. Second of all, if you did it the way I say you should do it, you would have unlimited options for your jerseys. I mean, it would be kind of a pain in the ass to have to do it the way I want to do it, but it's still better than what they have now. Did I just walk someone? Yes, I did. Willis Haley can give me a couple innings. Yeah, that would be cool, Pfizer. I agree. I've explained it before, but once I get out of this game, I'll tell you how you can have unlimited jersey outfits or jersey options. If you don't already know, I'm sure you can figure it out. It's pretty simple. Another lefty. Man, this team's got a lot of lefty pitchers. I just faced a lefty off these guys.
On the ground to third. Really cleanly. No throw, and they come away without an out. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Foul ball.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it needs a more powerful machine to be able to have more uniform options for created teams. But you'd think that would be a little bit bigger of a deal, especially for these Diamond Dynasty guys, to have an alternate jersey. Look at freaking Willie Reynolds. Dude is disgusting. He's what, 4 for 5 now? Yep, 4 for 5. Stewart with another lefty. Oh, hit number 3.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Gonna get another RBI though. The no doubt creator would be limited, but you take existing and make edits. Like when you just saw with the bat toss instead of the open hand. Okay, yeah, I could get on board with something like that. If they can make it simple enough.
Digging in, Percy Payne. Reynolds on third. Stewart at first with no outs. That one fouled off. The pitch. Oh, great stop from his backside. There's one. Safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third. That's the right fielder.
Oh, Jerry Jackson's in the game. Jerry Jackson's an OG. He was one of my better relievers way back in that original baseball game.
And a foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning. In the air out towards right center. On the move to the alley. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Yeah, there's
Oh, I
two
thought that was
away.
out number 3. Whew. It's a good thing my guy didn't go anywhere on first.
Man at first, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Damian Bell. Hard hit.
There's
left
out
side.
number 3.
They take the force out, and that'll do it. New inning getting started, and now the right fielder Pedro Tejada on the ground is short.
1 pitch, 1 out.
First, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
A lot of right-handed hitters on this team.
Velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Right through there for a strike. These two offenses could put up runs in a hurry. Set down on strike.
Sit down, Jamar.
Now only 1 out remaining.
Rudy Barreto.
Barreto in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called
He's
strike.
under 50.
Haley is just 1 strike away. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's in the dirt.
How's that going, Dodger Blue? You're all set up? You started recording yet?
2 outs. And that one ripped to left. That's a hit.
Did I catch? No, I was about to say. Oh, that was on a jersey. Yeah, that's not cool. You see a lot of penises and boobs and sex acts in logos too. There's one of a pirate. It's clear as day anal sex. It's not pleasant to see. Steve Stewart goes yard twice. This scares me. I thought I made a lot of changes to my guys and re-uploaded. I'm scared I have to go in there and do it all again. Because I swear I changed into that 2-swing stance. Or animation. Brandon Swanson, you're not a fucking center fielder, you jackass. Cleavers went 3 for 5, trying to get him up to 400. Look at Willie Reynolds. My goodness. Stewart 3 for 4 with 4 ribbies, 2 homers. Right, how? Wow, his ERA's over 2. Holy shit. Doesn't happen much for the aces in this league. I would assume so, Dodger Blue. Very immature people. You can report them. And I've done it when I've run into, like, racist stuff, you know, but I don't know. All right, so here's how you have unlimited uniforms in this game. Right now, I'm in franchise mode, and I can go into my roster, and I'm going to edit my player. I want his swing type to be two-handed style 1, and I want his home run animation to be the new one that I bought, which is this one. There. Now, the next time I use Steve Stewart, that's his thing. I could edit that mid-franchise. Oh, look. I can assign new stadiums. Takes forever. That's another thing I've noticed. Does anybody else notice that this game is, like, really slow? Is it just me? Seems to be way slower than previous versions of this game. I deleted a couple of these stadiums because I wanted to showcase them. The Wizards, I think I deleted the Wizard Stadium. The Rockers are still set. Bomb Squad. But yeah, mid-season, I can go in here and change which stadiums are assigned to which team. Why can't I write in here or even have another tab to say uniform maker right here? If I could edit my uniform mid-franchise, I would have unlimited uniforms because I can change it before every game. That's what they really need to do. Beaver logo. It was in... I can go to roster too. Oh, the glove? Yeah, I found that in the vault. I definitely did not make that. That does look cool. The P and the B turning into a glove, much like the Milwaukee Brewers M and B make a glove. Yeah, I got tired of seeing that stupid beaver holding the bat like they do. I like their uniforms too. Maybe not the home as much as the away. But you don't get to see the away in this. Are there any logos I don't like? For this team, yeah, I really... Well, here's the problem, Dodger Blue. They're not going to get fixed until, months from now. The Diablos, I'm not crazy about. It seems like every logo for the Diablos is a team that already exists. So I didn't see that guy anywhere. So I used that one just because it was towards the end of me creating. I never made this team. Personally, I don't see any kind of connection to the Devils in San Diego. First of all, doesn't San Diego mean Saint Diego? I mean, we're talking about Saints, and all of a sudden they're the Diablos. But my brother made this team, so I'm not crazy about them. The Memphis, I'm not crazy about either, just because, again, I got lazy. I was ready to just get started. The Memphis Rockers, there's already a Memphis team that uses that M with the notes, hanging right off the M. There's a minor league team, right? Is it AAA? So I tried, to have as few existing teams as possible. But it's tough. I mean, there's only so many nicknames you can name an area. Yeah, right there. But what is their team name, Memphis? Oh, the Redbirds. Okay, yeah, they're the Cardinals. So, yeah. Zach, how's it going, buddy? Dodger Blue, I honestly don't know. I think I would prefer just a cool SD. Maybe I should have even just taken the time myself just to throw an S and a D together. But, yeah, that's how I would do. You either got to give us one alternate jersey for home and away, or what would be even better, let us edit the uniforms mid-season or mid-franchise, whatever you call it. Because if I want to change anything, I have to start the franchise over, If I go through this and I decide, and I'm like, oh, shit, that logo is supposed to be red, not blue. I mean, it's hard to make that kind of mistake, but still, you're stuck with it. I like this. I found that little star lightning bolt thing in the vault and added it behind that F. And I'm sure that LV is a real thing from someplace. The Dallas Butchers needs a cleanup. That one I pretty much made by myself. I found the meat cleaver. Yeah, you're talking about the bottom of the handle. Yeah, that's from expanding it. I expanded it quite a bit, and it made the lines kind of stick out. It never bothered me enough, so I just left it. But yeah, you're right. It probably should be contracted a little bit more so the black in the handle isn't so thick. But I like the idea of the cleaver, you know, cutting through the Dallas and the Butchers. And it does the same thing on their away uniform, too. That's their home. All right. All right, let's play game 2. Man, do I ever get a day off? It'd be nice to rest my guys for crying out loud. It's crazy to me how clean all these logos look from this screen. Yeah, most of the logos I make, I find stuff from the vault and just blend stuff together. Great, Zach. Unfortunately, you just missed me recording. I recorded one today. That's why I'm on live playing. I just recorded one. I didn't feel like editing, and I had to play my games, and I was all set up, so I figured I'd just go on live. So it won't make the next video, unfortunately. Sorry about that, but we're back in the groove now. Now that all the vacations are over and, you know, back to a normal schedule starting Wednesday, I should be back into my normal groove and spitting these videos out a little bit faster. Although I told my wife I was going to start exercising once school started and start eating better once school started. What am I doing? I'll play this game in the future version. If I could find it. There it is. Excuse me. Sounds good, Zach. Teddy Higgins. See, everyone's getting tired. Gotta start giving everybody the day off. Another, a righty, Charles Oatman from that original hardball game. Man, this is ridiculous. I mean, me and Mark tend to panic a little bit when our guys get even this tired, and we probably shouldn't, but I don't like to let my guys get too bad. We can DH him. Stewart can play center. Ruben Amaya, he's good enough. We'll have Willie lead off. That looks pretty good. Skip. I don't record the streams.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome.
I
MLB The
use
Show's Game of the
Streamlabs
Week is coming your
OBS.
way. It's San Jose
I
going
could
up
record it,
against Las Vegas.
but I use Streamlabs to handle
We'll be
the
back with the first pitch
stream.
right after this.
And then if I ever need it, I just download it off YouTube.
Ready to go now? Doesn't matter now.
When I record, I do use OBS though.
Here comes a pitch. And there's a
How did
foul.
you make your own team? What mode are you in? The reason I'm asking is because I thought about starting my own team and competing online. I am playing franchise mode, Zach. The whole purpose for us to play this game is when my brother and I were kids, him and his friend played the original baseball on the old Nintendo Entertainment Center. And there was like, what, 4 teams, 8 teams, something like that. Some of them were, I think, based off real teams. Like I think the A's and the Yankees and a couple other real teams, maybe the Dodgers. But anyway, they never had anybody named. There's no, player names or anything. So instead of just plugging real guys in there, my brother and his friend just made up guys. And they let me jump in, so they helped me make a team. I still remember going through the phone book. I was like 6 years old. So we're always looking for games where we can use fictional players. So what we do is you go in franchise mode. If you sim long enough, the real players retire and they have to be replaced with fictional players. So then other MLB The Show guys who want fictional rosters will download those, or they'll import or export those players and create full fictional rosters. So once I found one in the vault that we liked, I got Julian Rosas hitting second. Oh man, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Yes, I do use Streamlabs, Dr. Blue, to stream and to record. Like right now, I'm using Streamlabs to do all the work for me as far as the stream. And I could record it simultaneously, but these videos don't get watched enough to go back in and edit them and mess with all that. Oatman, big, hard-throwing dude. From like the Midwest, I always imagined.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it.
But yeah, if you want to compete online, yeah, what Dr. Blue said, you do Diamond Dynasty. Now, that's a cool concept. I should have dug into it a little bit more. But like I said, for some reason, I just can never get into using real guys. We used to way back in the day. Like Baseball Stars, we would draft guys, like Don Mattingly would be at first base, and Steve Sachs would be my second baseman, and Calrican Jr. would be my shortstop, and Mike Schmidt at third, Matt Noakes catching, Eric Davis in center field, stuff like that. But that kind of wore off on us, and we just like using, because first of all, we'd always fight over the Yankees. And second, we just liked our Ricky Davis League guys. And we've been using them for every single game, that allows you to make up your own guys. Baseball Star, Super Baseball Simulator 1000, Hardball, All-Star Baseball, MVP Baseball.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground, could be 2.
Oh, they biffed it. Oh, that's right. AA team. Most of those guys are fake players, aren't they? Well, AAA. A lot of the AAA are real guys, aren't they? Didn't they make a big deal out of that one year? The fact that you can get real players from the minors.
And there's the ball.
1-1.
Yeah, TJ Jackson's going to bunt. It's like Edwin Encarnacion bunting, or Jose Batista bunting. Wait, where's the double play ball? Of course, I thought that in the last play, too. Yeah, MLB 2K, I'm pretty sure we had to create every single player.
Now here is Chris Morales. Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
I've mentioned this game before. Do we have any Dusty Diamonds All-Star Softball game guys in here? I should bust that out. I have so much fun playing that game. I want to get one of those retro systems that they always advertise on like TikTok and Facebook. That has like every game that ever existed on them. I want one so I can play Dusty Diamonds wherever I want. Sitting watching movies play Dusty Diamonds All-Star Softball. You could do that with Tommy Lasorda? I'm pretty sure we had Tommy Lasorda baseball.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Twan Rosen, oh boy. This guy eats lefties for breakfast. Woo! I kind of want this dude. I've had him on my team before. I love him. He's got Babe Ruth stance and swing. So I love jacking balls out with him. Sherman Mosby up against Charles Oatman.
No ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, what I usually do though, Dodger Blue, is I'm lazy. So I'll slowly work on my Ricky Davis League guys. I'll like download players, or I'll download partially completed fictional rosters and edit all those guys as mine and Mark's. And then I'll export them and save them on my PlayStation or upload them to the vault. And then when I hear that there's a fully fictional one available, I'll download that one and just plug in my guys. It's a lot of work to import and export every single person. I used to use Bacon's fictional roster a lot. I'm not sure if he does that anymore.
He makes the grab, and that is the third out of the inning.
They had fake players, but could you edit the players? That's what I don't remember. Because like Bases Loaded had fake players, but you couldn't edit them.
That one laced to center and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And now the veteran catcher, Barreto.
Yeah, I can see where this team could devastate left-handed pitching. There's York and Mosby, and not Mosby. I keep saying Mosby. York and Frazier and Rosen. And Barreto.
1-1.
Keep bustling inside of that cutter for a double play ball. Or pop out to first. That works too.
So the batting order turns over, and now Jamar York, right field down the line.
So yeah, be on the lookout in the next couple days, fellas. We'll have that next Stadium Extravaganza video. I usually edit while I'm playing my games, but I didn't feel like going right from recording it to start editing it, so that's why I decided to go on live today. I had to do it in 2 parts because we had dinner break when my wife got home. She hit some kind of animal last night, either a coyote or a big fox. She never saw it. Did some pretty good damage to her bumper on the driver's side of her car. It must have jolted out in the road, like literally right when the car was in front of it, because my wife never saw it. She looked for it after she hit it. Cop looked for it. The person whose house she pulled over in front of looked for it. They never found it. But she had to take my car to work today. We got to figure out her car situation. Labor Day weekend isn't the best time to have to get your car fixed quickly, because we both have to work Tuesday and Wednesday. Luckily, her parents have an extra car they're letting us use for those 2 days. Yes, Operation Sports is where I found that roster, Dodger Blue. that's where I heard about the trailer for the Stadium Creator for 24. And I also read an article saying that someone made a completely fictional roster and that it was in the vault. That's where I got it from, Operation Sports. There we go. Roast this with a base hit.
And that extends the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive.
Going back to Dodgers, Yankees in the playoffs, I remember going to get garbage plates for dinner to watch the Yankees and the Astros in the playoffs. Had the dog with me. Was going to pick up my garbage plate for dinner. Bow! Big old buck ran out in front of me.
And we're back. And stepping in is the speedy Nathan
Totaled my car.
Pitches in for
I was just about to pay it off. I would still be driving it if it didn't go down. That stupid deer had other plans for it.
Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way
Was that
too
17 or 18?
I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
I don't know. I want to say 17.
98, got a really good pass at the ball.
Yeah, it was 17.
Now it's the second baseman, Mark Whitfield. There's a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate.
It's like the first or second game against the Dodgers or the Astros. It was like right around the corner from my house. Like as soon as I got up to 55,
That's out to center
this
field.
freaking deer ran out in front of me. And it's weird how much your brain can process in such a little bit of time. Because I didn't have enough time to stop. But I remember having enough time to think, God damn it, now I'm going to have to call the insurance. I'm going to have to call a tow truck if I can't drive this thing. I'm going to hit this deer. Look, there's no way I'm going to miss this deer. It's not going to happen. All this went in my brain from the time I saw the deer cross the road and me hitting it.
But at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through that. And bottom 4, stepping in, Percy Payne. The pitch. Not even close there. Ball one.
Yeah,
In the air to left center.
having trouble hitting Chuck Oatman here.
He's got it. And there's one down. DJ Jackson.
Clock
Hit
it,
next. He's 0 for 1.
One ball, no
Close to
strike.
that one. 1-0.
Realize he had some of the pitches.
Late with the swing there.
Whew.
Well, that's today's
Still in
star
gas.
right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time
No.
at the plate.
Swings through that one for strike
He
2.
throwing up again.
Got him swinging. Pulled the string of the changeup.
Jump over your car? Holy hell.
Base is empty. Here's the left fielder. Grounded out his first.
Yeah, they're stupid assholes.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Low and one.
Pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Uh-oh. Gave a jolt to that one. Well, just to the warning track.
Pulls
Maybe
it
not
down,
even.
and he makes the catch. Ready now for the 5th inning, and down to shortstop Ruben Mesa.
Yeah, my wife's, she's in a car that she's owned.
And down the
I
left
think it's a
field.
13.
This one chopped on the ground, but
She's not very picky, so she says, I don't need a new car as long as this thing's getting me where I'm going. I don't want the payment.
outfield for a knock.
So she hasn't made a payment. She hasn't had to make a payment on that car for like 5 years now, I think. And she says she's going to drive it into the ground.
At the plate.
We're hoping this deer didn't change that, or whatever she hit didn't change that. It was either a fox, a big fox, a coyote, or a baby or small deer.
Coyote was looking for him on right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
And that'll do it.
It hit some, it broke some air return vent, this plastic ventilation system.
And down the first base
and it put a dent in the bumper and kind of detached that driver's side part of the bumper. So we just need to, you know, rig it the best we can so it'll be drivable. And then I think her inspection's up in December, so hopefully pass you know, get it to where it can pass inspection. We have a $500 deductible. We'd love to not spend $500 on this. Seems like something that we could pull off, but again, I know shit about cars.
Bases empty, one away. Here in the third and final game of the series. There's a swing and a drive.
Nelson Miles going shopping at the Gap.
One hops off the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Everything came together for him. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to
Andy Finich, another bases loaded guy, giving Ray Cleavers the day off. Ray Cleavers was second batch of new guys from that original baseball game. He was originally Mark's guy. Then once I got him, I haven't let go of him. Ray Cleavers is my dude. My speedy, sure fielding shortstop. And Reynolds, that's going to get the run in. Well, this pretty much seems to be the status quo for my streaming games. One exciting game, one boring game. I mean, it wasn't exciting, but I mean, at least a lot happened. Steve Stewart went yard twice.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Score. Is that Finich who scored? I think so. What was us? RBI double. Come on, Steve. Let's go, buddy. I forgot to check the home run status. See how far behind he is Tillman right now. York has a good arm. Come on, Percy. We've had a rough couple games. Let's get something going here. D-Bro. I remember D-Bro. Hello, Ronaldo. Hey, Zach. Thanks for jumping in, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is nothing special. Just figured I might as well play my games live since I got everything set up. It's always nice to chat with you guys. I remember D-Bro. Did you go through and name a lot of the guys? We named everybody on New York and Philly because New York was my team and Philly was Mark's. Pretty much the same squad almost as far as like stats. Philly was probably better pitching, a lot of lower ERAs. And New York was a little bit more well-rounded, I think, as far as like hitting. But I remember Brett Howe. We named him Brett. I named him Brett. He hit a grand slam as the pitcher. So in any game where the pitcher hit, we always made him a decent hitter. And I keep telling myself, oh, I should give Brett Howe some at-bats. But I never end up doing it. I never think of it. Yeah, Fendi, we kept him. He plays in this league. We named him Terrence. He's a big third baseman for the Chicago Hitmen now. I've run into a couple rosters. I haven't run into one lately. Maybe I'll check after this game. But other people have created bases loaded rosters before and named the players. And it's so interesting to me to see other people, what they name the guys, you know, because they only have last names. We named Paste. Paste is the guy who hits the home run at the beginning of the game off Carr, who my brother named Dwayne. Oh, Ruben, come on, bro. E3.
See how they score this.
He's been swinging it really well lately.
You've seen a couple Fendi at bats?
Pitch that he knew he could handle.
Yeah. Was he really hitting 450 in that game?
Just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Dive stands in now and watches strike one.
Uh-oh.
Just a weak
Go foul.
fly
Go
ball
foul.
this
Go
time.
foul. It's foul.
Swing and a pop.
I don't think this one's got the distance there, Nathan.
Makes the catch, inning over. Back down for the bottom of the sixth.
Nice.
Here's a new pitcher on the mound.
Yeah, we have Fendi in the RDL Legends, and of course I played against him against the Hitmen. Nicky Newhouser, he got roughed up in the last game he pitched in. He's not welcomed very pleasantly here as DJ Jackson smacks a leadoff double off him.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite.
Sherman Mosby, he's a guy who was created through simming.
Zero ball, one strike.
And then extended through the swing for the line.
One of the first guys one of us traded for. I traded Rob Thompson for him.
Quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this
0-2.
one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity.
Bases loaded was fun. Of course, a lot of those baseball games early on, they wanted to give the hitting a ball sound effect with a metal bat. It was always ping, as opposed to, you know. Bases loaded was definitely guilty of that.
Man at second.
Ball.
Why can't I think of the
Count.
menu music? I have the gameplay music in my head, and I think another game, maybe it was the first RBI game, used the same music. The don don da don 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 da don 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 da don 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 da don 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 da don don. I can't think of the music when the menu first comes on though.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. On the ground.
Ah, there's a double play ball if I ever saw one.
And that's 2.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember like you would throw the ball to second, and the guy would like slide a little bit before he actually hit the bag. It's like, dude, freaking hit the bag. And a lot of times with those games, like they were still sliding. So as a base runner, they wouldn't be called safe until they stood up. But like their butt was on the bag and their feet were way past the bag. So if the ball got to them before they were standing up, they were called out. Ow. Serve. And of course, everybody played in the same stadium. I loved bases loaded. And we were so impressed that the camera was behind the pitcher.
And he takes it himself for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Morales.
And at one point, there was a time where, like, if you moved the cursor a certain way, they would swing and miss every single time. Yeah, there's a guy named Marcus, I want to say in Kansas.
Bases empty, one away.
We named him Marcus. And then there's a guy named Lynn, we named Jonathan.
In one hops the wall.
Pace, we named Wayne.
And he's in with a stand-up double.
Fendi, Terrence. And then I'm not sure if there's many other guys on other teams that we named other than New York. But I had like Matt Dupris and Leonard Starr and Mariano Perez and Andy Finich, Esteban Jersey, Jared Carter, who is currently one of my bullpen pieces right now.
Towards right center field. He's got it.
Because once we got like the Super Nintendo game and we could use our Ricky Davis League guys and Baseball Simulator 1000, we considered New York and Philly our minor league guys.
That one finds the zone.
I never played any of the sequels. Did you play any of the sequels? It just, for some reason, they never stuck with me.
Keeps the
They had all different players. I don't see why they wouldn't at least bring some of the guys back. Yeah, Philly was my brother's team. They had who did they have? They had Carr and Gantos. Was Gantos one? But I was surprised that there was like 2 or 3 versions of Bases Loaded on the Super Nintendo. They started using like this weird outfield angle when you were in the field. It was tough. Like they were trying to get, like the video was behind center field camera. All right, Scotty, thanks for stopping in for a little bit, man. Always good to hear from you. Be on the lookout for that next video. I should play. Would you guys watch us play old school games? I could bust out some Bases Loaded. I have it on my Wii U. I think I could hook that up to this. And I have Dusty Diamond's All-Star Softball. I have a way to play that, too. I loved that frickin' game, man. Oh, my dad used to work, you know, in the city before he started working at home. And we would always call him up at the office. Hey, Dad, are you stopping at Wegmans? Okay, rent Dusty Diamond's All-Star Softball for us on your way home. Oh, my God. And we never had the instruction book, so we didn't know that, like, there was a whole, like, profile of the players right in the instruction booklet. We just had to find out the players' abilities to ourselves. Holy shit, it's the 8th inning. Higgins is just about out of energy. And I don't have anybody warming up. That's my one problem with streaming these games is I'm concentrating on talking to you guys. I never played Baseball Simulator for Nintendo. I played Super. For Super Baseball Simulator 1000, there was a cheat where you could have like unlimited stats for everybody. And when it came out on Switch, I found out the cheat and I used it. And I didn't give any of my guys unreasonable stats at all. Like basically you would put in the stats for like how they would finish a season, and that's basically how they hit during the course of the year. But I mean, in this game, I'm not sure there's been a season where I didn't hit at least 60 home runs with Steve Stewart, so I gave him 60 home runs in Baseball Simulator 1000, and he ended up hitting like 200. I could play some of those. That's something that me and Mark thought about doing is creating a whole nother channel for just Ricky Davis stuff. And we could play the old Nintendo games and Sega Genesis games because, you know, they have them on Switch now. But I don't know if they have any baseball games on the Switch. Yeah, I know Nintendo was first, but for whatever reason, I never found it. Yeah, I heard they had a space stadium. How about Baseball Stars? And that was the first one that I remember. Oh, Dwayne Carr. I just traded Dwayne Carr. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. This is the guy. This is the guy that Pace hit the home run off at the beginning of Bases Loaded. I even gave him gray hair like he has on Bases Loaded. Well, I'm not giving shit. Let me do this now. People say that about Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. I don't remember playing that one. Well, I'm sure I tried it because most baseball games we did try. I remember playing Tecmo Baseball. It's driving me crazy, so I got to play it now. There it is. Are they going to show? Come on, let's see it. Where's Wayne Paste? How long do you got to wait before they show it? All right, well, I'm not going to sit here and wait for it forever. I guess I could fast forward. Oh, it's just on repeat. They don't even show it? Come on. They don't show Wayne Pace blast one off the Wayne car. I'm going to do that after this. I'm going to look and see if anyone else made a bases loaded roster. It was like 2 or 3 games ago I found it, so I don't know. Yeah, a couple other people on, a couple of my other subs mentioned Ken Griffey's baseball. I don't remember it very well at all. That's definitely not to say I didn't try it. We spent a lot of time with the original baseball game, Bases Loaded, Baseball Stars. That's the first one that we knew of, where you can make guys and keep, and they kept track of the stats for you. We spent a lot with Tecmo Baseball. Isn't that the one with the rabbit umpires? They had rabbits. For some reason, I remember playing Little League Baseball. Oh, MLB, I think it was called. Right? It was one of the first games with, it had licensed players but not teams. Oh, no, licensed teams but not players. So they had, like, uniform numbers in their stats. We used to crush freaking home runs with Joe Carter in that game, all over the place. Oh, Mosby got thrown out. Shit. I never warmed up Murray. Oh, no.
And now we'll get a mound visit from the pitching coach. Probably trying to give a little more time for that arm out in the bullpen to get warmed up.
Nope. Shit. What am I doing?
Rich Murray into the game.
I can't imagine.
Cole, they just said he was red.
You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's
RBI baseball. Yeah, we played a lot of the first RBI baseball. That all the guys were little chubby guys, right? There was a great baseball game that was available on arcade. I remember playing it at Seabreeze, a little amusement park up here in Rochester. That we loved it when we found it, and we wished there was a console version of the game. I remember being very impressive with it, playing it on that game. But yeah, Tecmo, and then for Super Nintendo, I think the only one we played a lot on Super Nintendo was Super Baseball Simulator 1000. And then for Genesis, I think we played a little Tommy Lasorda. And I think towards the end of Genesis's life, there was, I think, World Series baseball that we played a lot. But again, I think that was all real people, and we didn't use the real people very much. We played a lot of Home Run Derby in that game. Yeah, World Series baseball on Genesis. And then, also late in Genesis's life, was Hardball. We used Hardball quite a bit because you could make full guys. And then there was one time where you made fake guys with other fake players. And then for like Hardball 2 or 3, you could pick whether you were in fictional guys or real guys. And it was cool at first to be with real guys because for the first time we knew who we were facing. But then it got to the point where we were just kept trading back and forth the same guys. So if we had a league where we were playing against fictional people, we could trade with the other, the computer teams too, and get more people involved in the league.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Murray is just one strike away.
Woo!
Just misses without.
Don't be pinching Rich Murray here, Blue. Come on. Yes, Hardball was great. There was even a PlayStation version of Hardball 2. Hardball also. I remember my home team was, or my home field was Forbes Field in Pittsburgh. Rich Murray, he's my ace. He's the closer for this league, the ultimate closer. He's the Mariano Rivera of the Ricky Davis League. He's filthy. What a boring game this one was, huh? I didn't hit a single home run. Stewart had 3 hits. Jack McDowell, he was always on those Rock and Jock MTV games, right? Those were fun. All right, let's see how we're looking here. Willie Reynolds, 40 points above the next person in batting average race. Adam Cullen. Jamar York, we just saw him. Leroy Tillman, oh, he's 3 ahead of Stewart, and Stewart just hit 2. Clyde Jennings has 20? This was some bum my brother just got, like off for his bench recently. Pedro Tejada's having a big year. Percy, of course. Bucky Crozier, he's a guy I end up having on my team every once in a while. He's another all-around guy. Where's Fendi on this league? There he is. He's got 14 bombs. What about Wayne Paste? Is Wayne Paste on here someplace? Here's Mark Marcus. There's Paste. Way down. 9? Come on, bro. How are they going to have 9 home runs? Jody Tatum, he's not a new guy. Cage Pulsifer, I think he was on Bacon's roster. Jamar York, he's a simmed guy. Guillermo Vasquez is a simmed guy. He's been around since day one of the show for us. He was one of those original simmed guys. Ruben Mason is a recent simmed guy. Tony Johnson's OG, my original catcher. Davis is OG. Hull is OG second gen. Mark Winfield is OG second gen. Original simmed. Later simmed. Sammy Reed, Mark center fielder. Porfirio Betamy, he was my first baseman before I traded him. Rob Thompson, he's OG. He was on my brother's friend's team, Anthony's. Yep, Stewart's got a 10 RBI lead on Ricky Davis. Usually it's the opposite, but Stewart got really hot. That's a tight race. Brett Howe, oh man, with his freaking ERA. Oh, Faustino Irizarry, he's an original sim guy. He's got 2 more saves than Rich Murray. Well, part of that is because I blast these guys. He's fictional. Rob Thompson is fictional. Yeah, we realize that. Like, we have a lot of weird guys like that. Like, let me get to the rosters real quick. Let's get to Brooklyn Bomb Squad. One of their aces is Ron Clemens. Oh, my goodness. I don't know where Gretz is, but we have a guy. His name was Gretz on the original hardball game where you couldn't make guys. That had all fictional players. Maybe he's a right fielder in this. I don't know. Let me check the right fielders real quick. But his last name was Gretz. So I jokingly named him Wayne. There he is. And it just kind of stuck. Mario, there you are. Dude, you didn't catch the bad news. I wanted you to be the first to know, but now it's too late. Where did he go? Didn't I trade him to the... Jerome Raines is no longer a Las Vegas gambler, Mario. There he is. He's in the Denver Pilots. Sorry, man. How's he doing? He's only got 6 home runs. Come on, man. I need him to step up. I've had him for a long time now. He's over 300 finally. But he's on a bum team. Sorry, I downgraded my team quite a bit to get a little bit more power. But yeah, we had guys like Ron Clemens, and you may have noticed the second baseman for the team that we just played was Mark Winfield. I don't know if you know Dave Winfield's real life middle name is Mark. So we had a lot of guys like that. We had a knuckleballer pitcher. You've heard of the catcher Carlton Fisk. We have a catcher named Carl Fisk. Not a catcher, a pitcher, a knuckleballer. I don't think we made him. We didn't like facing knuckleballers early on in this game. They were like impossible to hit. But yeah, Ricky Davis League is fun. Would you guys be willing to watch us play old games? That could be fun. Can definitely play the original baseball game and Super Baseball Simulator 1000. And I have Dusty Diamond's All-Star Softball. I can bust out. We should make a guy named Herman Munson. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Yeah, when we were kids, we named guys stupid stuff. Oatman, he was a hardball guy. I just gave him the name Charles. Higgins was a guy from hardball. I think his name was Teddy. But we had a lot of fun with this league throughout the years. Troy Stockton, I think he might be a bacon guy. Jose Abreu was a simmed guy. Stapleton, Trey Watkins, I think are bacon guys. Marvin Jenkins is an MVP baseball guy. Garrett Lopez is a simmed guy. Tyler Jackson is a simmed guy. Warner is an OG villain. Brody McGregor. Oh, boy. When my wife got back together, after our first breakup, we got back together, and I was playing this game, and we wanted to make her a team just to fuck around with. And her ace, we named him Brody because we were watching Mallrats a lot at the time. So Brody was Jason Lee's character in Mallrats, and McGregor, we were watching Phantom Menace a lot. So he's Ewan McGregor, so he's Brody McGregor. Once those droids take control of the surface, they will take control of you. Did the council ever approve the creation of a clone army? Darren Rayburn, he's a simmed guy. Amelia Rosas, I think he's a simmed guy. Jason Marks is a simmed guy. He might be a bacon. I think he's a simmed. Gomez is a simmed. Oatman is a hardball. Castilla is a simmed. Elvis Navarro is a sim. I think Bernard Washington's a bacon. Tallett's a simmed. Ransom's an MVP. It's crazy. Is it sick that I can just flash through these players and tell you where they came from over the years? This occupies a lot of my free time, I'm not going to lie. Simmed. Let's edit him while I'm here. He is not a center fielder. And I'm pretty sure he's not right-handed. Oh, they got him as a switch hitter. Okay. Some of these secondary low-tier guys, I get lazy creating them because I'm so tired of making guys by the time I get to these guys. Oh, see, if you put a secondary position as nothing, they put them wherever they want to. So we'll say we'll give them right field. How about that? We got to fix your hat. I am not one of those straight brim guys. I can't stand straight brims. The ability to speak does not make you attention, so get out of here. Missa Spake? Missa Jar Jar Binks. Missa your humble servant. Oh, no. You should go into the car? All right, Ronaldo, we'll do it. I'll talk to Mark. Not this coming Friday because that's Poker Friday. But, yeah, we'll make it happen. It's not a bad Jar Jar Binks, right? We should go underwater now, okay, day? All right. Let's upload. Let's make this change or save the changes. Harbor Park. I live 7 minutes from the stadium. Oh, it was the Harbor Park was a real stadium. That's cool. It was probably Arch. Arch is our master stadium recreator. Get that uploaded. This is some very, very bad. Oh, Jar Jar. Oh, okay. Well, some things you're kind of forced to change. Like, there's only so many batter's eyes you can use, and you have to have a batter's eye. And the bullpens on the side of the field, you have to keep those, obviously. So, okay, I got that all set. Let me real quick while I'm thinking of it. See, here's another thing. I don't know if you guys were involved in the franchise mode we were talking about. The only way to create a franchise, we had 30 custom teams, right? The only way we can create a franchise is by starting over. You go to franchise, start new. You can use current rosters. Then you can press R1 to custom make a team, and then you can create a new custom team or load a custom team. That's the only way you can do it. They need to put franchise creator right here. Stadium creator, roster control, vaults. One more option, franchise creator or team creator or logo creator. So then we can save them and then upload them when we do decide to make, and then make it be an option so we can play them in exhibitions. So we can test the uniforms because how they look when you're creating them, things like appear differently or like weird things show up differently when you're playing them in a game. You know what I mean? So you want to test them what they look like in a game first. And to have to sim through spring training or whatever just to test them is so annoying. Let's go to the roster vault real quick, do a search, and see if anybody has a bases loaded roster. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me put in... Maybe 21 or 22 has one. Start with 21 first, because I remember it definitely being an older one. That's fans when I was 5 and started playing baseball in '83. My parents would take me and my brother to Tidewater Mets AAA games at Met Park. Then Harbor opened in the early '90s. I'll look Harbor up in a second. I want to look.
Hey, this is
I want
Mark
to see about
DeRosa.
this roster first.
Welcome to the show.
That's cool. Where's Harbor then? Was it New Jersey? When I was a kid, the AAA to the Orioles was my Rochester Red Wings until, like, I want to say early 2000s, and it became the Twins. And then just like 2 or 3 years ago, it went on to the Nats. So since I've been alive, it was mostly the Orioles, then quite a bit with the Twins, and now it's the Nats. Search. Bases loaded. Yeah. MLB roster featuring bases loaded. Does this have some real guys? Or some guys I'd recognize? Maybe it was 20. I don't know if I have 20 around here someplace. I can look real quick, I guess. I don't want to leave the stream. Load rosters, saved rosters. Roster control, edit player. Oh, these are all Yankees. Let me check the Mets. These are all Mets. So I wouldn't even know where to look. They had to have made paste someplace, right? Olsen and Chapman, that's who I get mixed up. Olsen ended up with the Braves, right? And Chapman ended up with the Blue Jays. Oh, they got Teixeira around. Yeah, this isn't bases loaded, guys. I wonder that too, especially my AAA team was in Las Vegas a couple years. That made no sense. Yeah, like Rochester to Minnesota, that's such a long flight. You'd want the teams to be close to your home city at least, so you know they can get there to you fast. I shouldn't even bother with 22. I don't think it's on 22. Why the minor league teams change affiliates so much. I don't know, Mario. I don't know the reasoning behind it. I know a lot of it's location. Like, it's nice for the Scranton Yankees. It's like a 2-hour drive or a 3-hour drive or something from Scranton to New York. So I think some of it is geography, and I don't know about the business aspect of it. Oh, you got to see Good and Strawberry and Mookie? That's cool. See, that's the good thing about Rochester is I got to see a lot of Yankees as visitors. You know, the Columbus Clippers or the Scranton Yankees would come up and play Rochester. I got to see Bernie Williams and Bernie Williams and Derek Jeter and Gerald Williams and a bunch of those guys, all those 90s guys when I was a kid.
What's up, Show Nation? This is Chris Singleton.
If 20's in the other
Welcome to
room, I'll
show.
check 20 real quick. It'll take 2 seconds. Roster search. This is riveting entertainment right now, I know. Yeah, the Boston thing, that blew my mind because Boston was with Pawtucket for years. I think someone gave me a Pawtucket Red Sox stadium to showcase once. I could be wrong, though. All right, got to close this one. Hey, did you guys know that MLB The Show 23 is available right now? Close the game. Let me see if it's in the other room. Nope, I didn't see it there. It must be upstairs. I'm not going up there to get it. It's not any of my drawers here. I was thinking about messing with one of my stadiums, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I got plans with the in-laws tomorrow, and I'm going to have to fart around with the wife's car thanks to some random animal running down the street. So I think I'm going to call that a night, fellas. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I did record a Stadium Extravaganza video right before playing. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. Hope to have that up and ready sometime later in the week. My haircut on Thursday, we're going to see Beetlejuice. So I don't know. Tiger Shark. Sorry, man. Yeah, calling it a night. Played my games, uploaded. So, Tiger Shark, where are you from? Are you from the West? All right, I'm definitely going to talk to my brother about Colorado. Okay, yeah. It's weird. Do you know anybody from Rochester, New York out there? When I used to work for Entercom Radio, they're now Odyssey. We were like the main base for cold calling for a lot of our sales reps. So we would call all over the country. I was responsible for calling Austin and Denver and Buffalo, some Rochester, not a lot. Someplace in Wisconsin. What's the other one? Not Milwaukee. What's the other semi-bigger Wisconsin? I can't remember. Some San Francisco. But anyway, whenever I would call Denver, it seems like they would be like, oh, yeah, you're calling from Rochester? Yeah, I used to live out in Rochester. So many people told me. It's like, oh, yeah, I used to live out there. And it was weird. More than any other city I called. And I even called for Buffalo a lot. So I thought that was weird. But anyway, I'm going to call that a night. Check out Respect the Pick. Check out the Studio 44 shop. Be on the lookout for that Stadium Extravaganza video. And we'll see you all very, very soon.